Duke's Drive-In, that name, it's synonymous with cruise night. Sadly, in 2019, Duke's Drive-In closed. For good. That void needed to be filled. The pandemic of 2020, oddly enough, provided that opportunity. You see, Jimmy Olaruzo of AC Variety, he had a vision. He had a vision for a cruise night in Oak Forest. Years ago, some of you might remember Oak Forest. I should say there was a successful cruise night in Oak Forest, not sponsored by Oak Forest. It was at Lindy's Gertie's on Cicero. And those that know me, you know that's my favorite spot. Love them big Gertie's. But anyway, let's go to 2020, the pandemic. A silver lining. Doug's Dogs, you may be familiar with that place, recently got new ownership, Nick Vicetto, and he has the passion and the resources. Combined with Jimmy's vision and Nicky's resources, we had the recipe for success. On Friday nights at Nicky V's in Oak Forest on 159th Street, they've been hosting a cruise night, a successful cruise night. And with success, there's been some rumors that other establishments and even communities are trying to emulate what Nicky V's captures, a cruise night. But I want you to remember, Nicky V's in Oak Forest is the official Friday night cruise night of the Chicago Southland. And AC Variety had the privilege of capturing one of those evenings. Let's take a look at that now. And remember, Friday nights during the summertime and spring and fall, cruise night at Nicky V's in Oak Forest, Illinois. AC Variety takes pride in showcasing the stories that the big networks have no interest in telling. This is one of those stories.
Hey fans out there, we've been waiting all season for this to start. Cruise night, Oak Forest, very successful. We're out at Doug's Dogs, soon to be Nicky V's. Cars to my left, cars to my right. AC Variety's bringing it to you tonight. We have Dave Clem Paninsky, the owner of AC Variety, on camera tonight, and myself, Jim Olaruzo. Of course, we're doing social distancing, but I'm a good 6.5 feet, even 8 feet away, so I'm going to drop this down as we listen to a nice looking Corvette. Looks like a 66 pulling in right now. So stay with us, we got more coming. Okay, we're about to look at this yellow 55. Matter of fact, I'm curious, not yellow, excuse me, the red one. I'm looking at a couple of carburetors off the top. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got a wheel and blower on there. Quick question before you do the quick walk away. What? I was looking to see if that was a small block or not. What's the displacement?
Yeah, that's a small block. That's a 400 small block.
Wow, long stroker type motor, or punched it out a little bit?
It's built for the blower.
Okay, okay. And when you built it from its conception, did you always with the idea that you're going to have a blower on it?
I got it this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I got it this way,
okay.
but I talked to the builder and they built it for the blower.
Okay, excellent.
Knowing that the blower is going to go on it.
Real fast before you walk away, because I know you were eating. I didn't mean to pull you away. By the way, your first name?
Irv.
Irv, okay. Run me through the drivetrain real fast. Tranny and Brewing ratio.
Got a Richmond 5-speed.
Cool.
And a Ford 9-inch rear end.
Okay.
With the 370 gear.
Okay. Nice street strip gear.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it's getting a lot of attention here. There's people snapping pictures of it like crazy. And last question, brother. How long have you had it?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, okay. All right. Terrific. Thank you so much for speaking with us, and good luck every time you show this car.
Thank you.
Okay, another sweet 55 here. And then next to it, we got this canary yellow one, but I'm not sure we can find the owner on it. What's kind of unique about this canary yellow one is the vinyl top. It's an interesting applique on it. Of course, you know, and GM or Chevrolet didn't offer a vinyl top at all in the 50s, but this is a nice touch. to give it a cutaway look. And again, this is the kind of stuff you see at this cruise night. And you know, my hat's off to Nick and his family, the owners of Doug's Dogs, soon to be Nicky V's. When they changed the sign, they are getting a lot of people out here, a lot of car enthusiasts, and it's hard doing these kind of things with when you got the COVID-19 thing going on and social distancing. But yet this has turned out to be a great success. So let's continue to take a look around. Okay, folks, what you're seeing, we're rolling on some pictures right now. We actually ran into an old friend of AC Variety that's been on some prior cruise nights from a few years back, and we're going to get an introduction here. And your name again?
My name's Glenn.
Glenn, that's right, okay. There's an interesting, rich history of this Camaro and what he had to do to bring it to where it is today. And there was, if I remember, there was a couple of surprises back in the day when you first bought the car and with the sheet metal. Yeah. We don't have to elaborate on that right now, but I mean, I feel for you.
Yeah.
I remember when the previous owner had it for sale, I actually looked at it myself out in front of the business that this individual had.
Yes.
And yeah, I kind of looked at all the vulnerable spots that Camaros usually have.
Yes.
What, the second gen?
Yeah, second gen.
So, and it looked like, okay, it's okay, but maybe it's patched over. I never got it, and I ended up not buying it. So
yeah, it was a 10-footer car.
Yeah.
From 10 feet away, it looked great.
Yeah.
Until you bring it home and you really take a look at it.
Well, speaking of looking great, Glenn, I mean, off the top right now, dude, how many years now have you had it out and about?
Say about 15 years.
Wow, wow, gorgeous.
15 years. Now, I still have to do the interior, but you know, a little bit at a time.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the paint has held up really well.
Yeah.
And the color was always off the top from day one.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
And it looks a lot better this color also than the original silver that it was.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So,
yeah, the other thing that's real nice is the hood.
Yeah.
The striping on the hood goes all the way. The hood goes all the way.
Right,
so it's like the SS. It's set up like an SS instead of
regular Z28 also.
Yep, Z28.
Speaking of striping, how did you handle it in the back? I forgot. Did you go down around the spoiler? Or?
It goes up and down the spoiler.
Okay.
Goes up and down.
Oh yeah. Okay. Excellent. Also, because I had a second gen Z at one time, from the factory, these actually stopped about an inch below the trim.
Okay.
Can you believe that? And I extended them like that when I repaint.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're fun cars. It's
absolutely,
fun.
absolutely. Fun. And I like this window treatment better than the cutaway. These are all distinctive stuff here.
The 72, 73s, and then when they changed it in 74, they went with the bigger window.
Right. Anyhow, the other thing that everybody looks for in these, and you have that nice shifter too, the big U-shaped shifter.
The horseshoe shifter.
The horseshoe, right. I always call it the U-shape, but you're right, horseshoe. Golden, it's great.
Yep.
Anyhow, Glenn, it's a pleasure to see you again, and glad to see you're out again.
Yep.
And you know what's the best part about it? We have a nice, decent car show in Oak Forest again, finally.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Super good.
All right, thank
you.
you.
Catching up with you.
Yep.
Okay. Terrific, we're rolling. Okay. I've seen some nice Camaros around, and some from the factory, some with the personal touch, but this has a little bit of everything, and I'm digging that vanity plate. How'd you come up with white magic, sir?
My sister, when she first saw it, she said it was pure magic.
Really?
Then my wife was like, let's call it white magic. So
okay, we have the color. And your name, by the way?
Ray.
Ray. Okay, now, how long have you had this SS?
I had this SS for 2.5 years now.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of run me through the drivetrain. What's under the
LS6.
All right.
All stock right now.
All right.
You know, and
it looks sweet though. I'm telling you.
It's about it's the factory LS6 motor. About 430 putting out.
Okay.
So
yeah, earlier I heard you pull in. It sounds like badass. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied yet, but
well, you know,
I got time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got
When the
time.
money's there and you got the time,
Right.
you definitely got the car.
I got the car, right.
Yeah,
I got that
mean,
first.
You know, and as far as value, it's money in the bank.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
down the road.
And then it's down the road, everything gonna come later. But right now, I'm happy with right now.
All right.
Yes,
and
sir.
a couple more quick questions, because I know you probably gonna go inside, get something to eat or get you something to drink. Are those with the chrome like that polish? Is that a factory wheel?
It's the factory ZL1
Okay.
rim.
Okay.
ZL1 Camaro rim.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
it is bad looking, and
Yeah.
a lot of folks going around with the flat black stuff,
Right.
and I'm thinking, no, you know,
No,
I'm
no.
just old school. I got to have that
Yeah, I
chrome
gotta have
around
chrome.
that tire.
Yeah,
man. You
yeah,
know
we
what
used
I'm
about the
saying?
same age. Yeah, I had to get chrome.
Yeah, and
And,
believe me, when I saw you pull in earlier with this thing, it sets it off.
Oh yeah, that's one compliment I do get about the rims.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right, so
Everybody
I'm not
knows the
the
rim.
only one. All right.
You know, he said I picked the right rims for this car.
All right. And last thing too, because of my sunglasses,
Right.
I can't see the maker size of those tires. So
These are 20 inches.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, that's looking tall.
Right.
Yeah.
So I stayed everything factory standards except for the rims. I got ordered these ZL1s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it gives it
Right.
that look, that curved look, really good. I imagine it handles, kicks up with handling.
Oh, very, very well, very well. I love it, especially
Okay.
when I'm in the back rows and stuff. Going
I'm
over,
telling you.
yeah, I
Okay.
love it.
You know, I didn't ask you about the trans. Is that what kind of
Oh,
transmission?
I got the automatic
Okay.
because I couldn't find a stick and white.
Okay.
So,
all right.
but if I had found a stick and white,
Oh yeah, I
would've-
know you're all about that.
Yeah, I would have got
right.
a stick and white. Yeah.
Anyhow, but thanks so much for speaking up and stepping up and speaking with us.
Okay.
And you got a great cruising car here,
All right,
and
thank you
enjoy
very
it,
much.
brother.
Thank
Enjoy
you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Bye
Take care
now.
now.
I'm Big John. I hang out at Saki Bob.
Okay.
This cruise night is wonderful, and it's great to sit here and have a cocktail outside on a Friday night.
In the shade too.
Yes,
And
wonderful.
despite the heat right now, there's a decent breeze coming through here.
It's
And
quite,
being in the shade.
quite comfortable. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers, brother. Enjoy. Hope to see some other Friday nights too. That goes for cruise night, by the way. It's all part of the car culture.
I used to drive a '66 Chevy Biscayne
Okay.
until I rusted out.
Okay. A lot of guys years ago used to get the Biscayne because it's the opening price point. They would put a killer motor in there, though.
My father bought that car for $1,600. We were on vacation in Michigan.
In the good audio?
We were on vacation in Michigan, and the axle broke. He sold it. He sold it to a gas station and bought a new one at a car dealer in Michigan in
The
1960s.
Biscayne ended up, that's how it ended up?
No, that was
the
that's why he
purchase.
bought it.
Okay.
The old car was an Impala.
Okay.
59 Impala. Broke. Sold it. Gave it away. Bought the $1,600 Impala. 2 doors. 3 kids.
Yeah.
3 in the back. Parents in the front.
Well, you know, back in
No
the day, you
radio,
could.
no radio.
Yeah, that was an opening price point car. Sometimes they were used for utility cabs or just if you on a budget. But you could buy a brand new car. Tell everybody that price again.
$1,600 in
On it, delivered.
1966. No, he bought it right at the dealer.
Right. That's what I
He
meant.
walked
yeah.
in there before there was credit cards, and they probably called someone and gave it to him.
Make sure it was good for the.
And I drove it for quite a few years until I rusted. I drove it to college.
Okay.
I drove it until 1979.
You remember? Did it have the 6-cylinder in it with a 3-speed stick, or was it automatic?
An automatic with L6 250 carburetor.
Oh, baby, that sounds sweet.
Oh, I changed the points and I rebuilt the carburetor every year.
Yeah. You know what that would be worth today, right?
Nothing, because it rusted into nothing.
Well, I meant if it was,
That's not there's not a few of them around.
what's that?
That Biscayne was like the low.
Oh yeah, you'll find Bel Airs, you'll find Impalas, but Biscayne was a hard find. And you find one restored. That's what I meant. It's they could be as much as $25,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I would not want that, because if I was at $1 million,
Yeah.
still would.
Think of your tax bracket.
It's so
Right.
cool.
All right, we didn't get your name and your first name.
I'm Big John. John.
Big John. Appreciate talking to you. We'll see you again. Okay, look at this beauty pulling in right now. Let's see if we can get him a place to park. one sweet coupe that just pulled in. Hopefully he can find a place to park down there. He must know some people. He's high-fiving already. So yeah, something about car culture, car people. It's what can I tell you? It's a family all its own. It's culture all its own, and everybody. Even on all these cars right here, right all around here, nothing's locked. Everything's open, because no one would ever mess with anybody else's stuff. It's and everybody appreciates what's been done to each one of these cars. So hey, let's push on. We got a lot of cars to look at. Okay. Does your dog have an agent or anything? Or?
No.
Thank God, because we can't pay any royalties. Hey, little guy. What kind and how old?
Her name is Roxy Bella. She's
Okay.
a Karen Terrier.
Really?
So, and she's 10. She'll be 11 in
Get out
August.
of town.
No.
That's
she
an
just
energy,
wants to walk
energy of a
around.
puppy right here. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
People say, "Oh, can I see your puppy?" I'm like, "Oh, sure."
Yeah,
Even though
sure,
she's
sure. Yeah.
she's a senior, you know.
Yeah, she probably hears that and go, wow.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I'll
good.
take the compliments, you know. I wish I had her when she was a puppy, though, because maybe she'd get along better with other dogs.
Okay, that happens. I'm going to step through.
Oh, thanks.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Not a problem. Well, thanks so much. And her name again?
Roxy Bella.
Roxy Bella. And your name, first name?
I'm Audrey.
Okay, Audrey. Great. Thanks for letting us take a look.
Yeah.
I think we found the guy that's going to sing a cappella with his family, but I'm not sure. It should be right over here somewhere. I think it's this guy with the big smile. I'm not sure. But I did hear, if you want some real genuine Italian beef, this is the place to be. And did you hear that too?
I have heard that quite a
Really?
few times. I
Really?
heard my beef is kind of a buzz.
My beef is, I can see this on a future sign somewhere. and
T-shirt or
advertising.
something.
And folks, you know what we're talking about? We're talking about Nicky V's, but if you kind of look in the front right now, it kind of still says dogs, but we're rebranding, aren't we?
We're easing into that
We're
transition.
easing in it, because
so
I
we
saw some really cool T-shirts on your employees out there.
Yep, and we know that there's a lot of history with Doug's dogs, so we
Sure.
wanted to, make
Do
sure
an
that
ease
people
in?
knew, right? Kind of make sure people knew that the same person that took over Doug's is going to be Nicky V, and that's why we've kind of eased into it a little bit the way we have. So rather than hey, let's flip the switch, and everybody's like, well, what happened to the guy that was there?
Right.
It just made sense for me to kind of just make sure that the people that have been coming here and know.
Yeah, you've got an established clientele, plus you're developing a new business here too. Hats off to you. It's tough enough to open a business. You open it up during economic changes, pandemics, COVID-19, and yet look around you. It's my hat's off to you. You stuck it out, and here's the fruits of your labors.
And we appreciate hearing things like that. And to be honest, we wouldn't be here without the community and without Oak Forest and all the people that have come in here and spread the word. And I mean, they're posting about the place and coming in and letting us know that they appreciate the things that we've done for the community, and they're happy to kind of have that kind of place that they can go to on a Saturday night and grab my Italian ice and just kind of hang out and have fun.
Very family orientated too.
Extremely.
And it's just a good outing for family and car lovers and bike lovers and everything else. I was all set with the next question. I didn't. Folks at home, give us your name.
My name is Nick Versetto.
Okay, and Nick, this is your first venture into this kind of restaurant business?
So if you really want to know the truth,
Okay,
when I told my
should
wife,
we sit down for this story? No.
yeah, you might want to sit down. When I told my wife that I was going to buy a hot dog stand, she looked at me and her literal words were, "Are you effing crazy?" She goes, "What do you know about running a restaurant?" She goes, "You've never even worked in a McDonald's. You don't even know how to cook." And I said, "I understand
Honey,
that."
that's it.
And I told her, I said, but that's the best part about it. My whole life I've surrounded myself with people that know these businesses, know these things that I've ventured into, and help me turn them into a success. And I like turning things around that are kind of old and nobody really wants to pay attention to them anymore, and making them new and being kind of like somewhere that people want to go. And that's what I'm glad that we're creating here.
This building has a rich history. It started off as a Junior's hot dog, and I'm a long-time person in this resident. residents, and to be honest with you, when this building was first built, there was nothing on either side of it. The buildings behind you were there. The reservoir was planned. I'm not sure that was all in yet, but east and west of you, it was open. You know, and people thought, wow, this little building's in the middle of nowhere. You know, but look at it now. You have a lot of neighbors here.
1974, and I actually, while we did a small remodel on the building.
I know it's a nice addition on the front there.
We actually received a copy of the original blueprints that the village had.
Okay.
So I'm actually in the process. I'm going to frame them and put them up inside. It's like a homage to what's been here over the last 40 years. So.
Okay, great idea. Last question too. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was talking to you. I saw you earlier with your wife, and you have a couple of kids.
Yeah, I have 3 girls. I have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and I have those are all girls.
Okay.
And I have our first boy on the way. So baby number 4
No
is
kidding.
on the way. Yep.
Congratulations on that. I hope. When are you expecting your little guy?
Should be sometime late August, early September.
Okay. Wow. Are your daughters all ready for a little brother? Or
They're very excited. Very excited.
Your dad and mom are too. You know.
Mom is really excited. Dad's still in shock. So we're into it. Almost 7 months, and I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
So.
Despite he's going to have 4 now, you're still, with every birth, you're still in shock. Right? That's what I can tell you.
I agree.
Anyhow, listen, thanks for stepping up. I know you're busy. You're calling the shots here. You got some good, adequate help here, but someone's got to keep it all lubricated and going, and you're the guy.
Yep.
And so we appreciate you coming up and saying hi, and we'll try to visit other Friday nights throughout the summer, and we're actually in the neighborhood too, so we'll stop by and get something.
We look forward to it. We're going to have a DJ here in the next couple weeks, and
great.
Yeah, start having some stuff. And we started doing every week I'm going to pick a car, and that'll be like the car of the week kind of thing. So I give them a gift certificate to Doug's, and I give them one of my new Nicky V's t-shirts.
It sounds like you've got a slight marketing background there. I'm not sure.
No, you know what's funny is I do not have a marketing background.
Get out of
now
town.
I feel like it's maybe my calling. Maybe that's what I missed out on.
What'd you? I don't. But did you go to college, and what was your major?
I attempted to go to college and decided it wasn't for me. So I actually still go to work every day at a bank. I've been in banking for the last 15 years, but I've always kind of told my wife and everybody I know that at some point in my life I wanted to be self-employed, and I'm hoping that this is the step.
No, this is a golden opportunity for you. And to tell you the truth, on my end too, I went to Moraine Valley, got a double associate, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll finish someday. College wasn't for me either. You know what I mean? It's just, and sometimes you pick your successes different ways. And my hat's off to you for treading that journey.
It was a big disappointment to my parents, but now my mother tells me all the time how proud she is, and
there you go.
It wasn't as bad as she thought it was when I decided I didn't want to go to college. So.
Okay. Well, terrific. We're going to let you go because we're getting surrounded. But thanks again, and great deal hosting a thing like this.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Okay, as Nick just said, we just talked to Nick, owner of Nicky V's, and he said he picks a car of the week, and every now and then, and once a week, and we just stumbled on the first one, and we're going to find out a little bit more about it. First of all, we have a Burt Reynolds signature on this one, so your name, sir?
Tony Novak.
Tony.
Yes.
First of all, were you surprised to get picked the sort of like owner's choice here?
Yeah, I was. There's some nice cars up here, so it's always an honor when you get noticed for some hard work and money and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah. Plus, you have a very noticeable car that's been in this Trans Am. It's got with its current paint job. It has an interesting movie background theme to it too.
Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah.
Sure. But let's talk about the car. 6.6 liter. You got that shaker hood on it and scoop. How long have you had it?
I've only actually had the car about 1.5 years myself.
Okay. Kind of always wanted a Trans Am?
Yep, always wanted. I told my wife I could get a car. I'd love to get that Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am.
There you go.
So 50th birthday present, kind of.
Hey, amen.
So it was nice to pick up, and it was actually local. It was local in Illinois that I got it, so that was nice too.
It's interesting too, because sometimes when you got it in 2020 and you're trying to pull a car from the 1970s. Sometimes it's like West Coast, southwestern part of the United States. That's the only good ones that are left.
Yes.
But for this to be local, my hat's off to you that you found it.
Yeah.
So
appreciate it.
A couple of nice appointments, real fast. Love the T-tops.
Yes.
Very cool of the period. The honeycomb type wheels. unique to this car, and of course the Goodyear raised letters, steel belted, they're really cool too. I didn't ask you about the tranny in it, but
So actually, now that you mention that, yeah, we took the 4-speed out. We took the Hearst 4-speed out.
Okay.
We just put a Tremec 5-speed this winter.
how's that feel?
So far, real nice. Yeah, real nice. Real smooth, very tight.
How's that with the rear end gear ratio? That you have?
It was kind of what we were looking for.
Oh,
so
okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah, you know, with the other one, kind of a lot of RPMs at 55 miles an hour. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Where now,
Yeah, you got
kind
a
of
little
yeah,
lower.
yeah. You can go a little farther. Maybe take some of them highway cruises that you were
Yeah, I
wanting
was gonna say,
to.
get on the interstate or the back roads a little bit there. Loving it. I was just gonna. Oh, I just noticed the lettering on the door. What's it just say, Bandit? I'm too far
Bandit,
away.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Again, you're keeping up the theme, and it's really, really nice. And I got to say one last thing. Kind of broke my heart when GM years ago decided they're going to pull the plug on Pontiacs. And even back in the day, I think my first car while going to high school was a Pontiac Catalina.
Yep.
With a 389 in it. And boy, that like to me it was indestructible.
Yeah,
whatever.
Pontiac Grand Prix was my first car.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, white
Okay,
one
cool.
with the white mags.
Yeah.
Red top, red velour interior, bucket seats. Yep.
Okay, boy, I'm picturing that too. All right. Yeah, just sort of, and I kind of like these guys later with these aftermarket shops that are getting a late model Camaro and converting it to make it look like a Trans Am.
Yeah, I've
Some
seen
of those, that's
yeah.
an expensive conversion, but boy, does it.
And 1,000 horsepower to do.
Yeah, which I could suffer through that. So, all right. Anyhow, Tony, thanks for stepping up.
Absolutely.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your honor of
Absolutely.
Car of the
Thank
Week.
you.
We're going to grab a
Appreciate
hand
it.
there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care. We got more coming.
We were together, but it was my mom's car, and we had only this one with us.
Exactly. That was in the Duke's back lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the video proves it all out. You know, it's out there. So. Anyhow, great to see you again, guys. You bet. Okay. Whoa! I got a camera in my face. Didn't even know. Okay, we always like running in old friends. These are some guys from Dukes from back in the day there. Or I shouldn't say back in the day, just when Dukes was still around. But you know what? This could very well be the future Dukes. We don't know. Let's keep looking around. Okay, we're looking at a lot of vintage cars. We got some high performance muscle, but there's something about a big Buick Cruiser. And one of the great things about GM, they still make Buicks today, thank God. And they didn't fall the way of Oldsmobile and Pontiac, and for good reason. They're damn good cars. And we got the owner of this beautiful 75 right here. Your name?
Don Adams.
Don, I heard a rumor, but you confirm it for me. Did you buy this car new?
Bought it May 15th, 1975, Jack Brown Buick in Chicago Heights.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. The car is gorgeous. Was it always, I got sunglasses on now, I'm going to call it root beer brown, but is it an official color?
Official color out of Buick was walnut mist metallic.
Okay, and it is a beautiful metallic in that paint.
It repainted back in 06, but other than that, the car is original. The interior is original. The engine's never been opened other than change the timing gear, because Buick, GM, in their infinite wisdom, put nylon coatings on the gears. And with age and miles, the nylon starts to disintegrate and shatter. Then it goes through the whole engine system and just tears up the internals of the engine. So she's got steel gears in her, and that's all that she's been opened up on.
Okay.
It's just to get that garbage nylon out of there.
Absolutely, and gear to gear is infallible. That'll work all the time.
And when I questioned the Buick rep on it, the excuse I got, people were complaining about the noise on steel gears. The nylon gears were quieter.
I'm sorry, I don't recall a lot of noise.
Yeah.
In front of
if you can hear the noise
that,
of the gears from inside the car, turn the radio up.
Yeah,
Don't dissipate any noise.
I never heard that before, but I actually believe
talked with the Buick representative.
Oh no, I believe that's a
that was what he told me.
That is definitely a corporate answer. Let me tell you, without a doubt. And let me jump to that interior. Is that original?
Yes.
You're blowing me away, dude. This is unbelievable. Just the vinyl, the way the button and tucking, just nice appointment. I know this is a LeSabre, but yet that interior looks so high end, you know, for the time. It looks like a 2 1/4.
Yeah.
You know. Now we spoke a little bit off camera about the wheelbase of this car versus the 2 1/4. And what specs did you come up with?
I've got my factory books with me.
Yeah.
And going through them, LeSabre's got a 124 wheelbase, and the Electras had a 127 wheelbase.
Wow. Okay, and the Electras were like so much longer.
I think about overall length, I think it's about 8 inches in total.
Really? Okay. I'm looking at, like, okay, I spoke earlier too about it. Just love those Buick factory wheels. Those mags are cool. And they, not only on this model, but even on the ribs, they used to put them on. Was that part of your package when you bought the car? Or did you add that as an option? Or?
I traded in a 69 Riviera on this in 75.
Okay.
And when I found out the 75 was going to be the last year for a convertible, had to get one.
Yeah.
I went in the Buick dealer and said, I want to order a convertible. Sorry, you missed the order date by a week.
Are you kidding?
So it's like, well, let me see what we got out in stock out in the lot. He had 3 cars out there, and he said, I'll show you 2 because the third one belongs to Mr. Jack Brown, and you cannot have the owner's car.
Where's this going? Okay.
And we just happened to find it, and the other one was triple white, and I just did not like it because it had a cranberry dash. And Buick's Infinite Wisdom in the 74, 75, 6 model, their white interior, seats only.
Yeah.
The door panels, the dash,
the
carpet
was a different,
whatever they felt like throwing in the car.
Exactly. Yeah.
Kind of matching the exterior color. But with white, it was open season.
Yeah.
And I just did not like the cranberry dash and stuff in the car. I fell in love with this one when I saw it with all the metallic in the paint, and that was it. It sold me.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to add before we walk away is, given the age of the car, and then of course the excellent condition you keep it in, the body lines on this car are not only so dramatic, but this car is straight as an arrow, and to be painted a dark color like that, it's unforgiving if you had, you know, so my hat's off to you on condition.
Thank you.
Really. So how long have you been, and obviously this is not a daily driver, you enjoy it, but how often now do you show it?
A lot of cruise nights, very heavily involved with the Buick Club, and we have our different dealer shows. Unfortunately, all of them been canceled this year because of the virus.
Yeah.
We're still looking. We got positive answers from our final dealer show in October up at Marquardt out in Barrington. Hopefully things work out that we still got our show up there.
Okay.
She's been around the country. She's been to various BCA nationals.
No kidding.
Last national I think she was in Colorado Springs, and she made the trek up Trail Ridge Road in Rocky Mountain National Park, all 13,000 feet.
That's in Estes Park?
Estes Park.
Yeah, been there myself. That is beautiful country.
She made the climb
country.
up there.
That's a high elevation. That's about a 10, 11,000 foot elevation.
I think it's about 12 to 13 up at the summit.
Because I remember Deer Mountain is there also, and I actually climbed Deer Mountain while I was there, but I climbed via bridle trail, not on a horse. It's a broken trail.
Right.
You know, it's not like I pulled myself up rocks, but that country is beautiful down there. Was it the Big Thompson that runs through there too? Yeah. And so this car made it up Trail Ridge Road?
Yes, it went up Trail Ridge with no hesitations.
Wow, that is...
No lag because of the altitude and everything.
Yeah.
The carburetor and the gesture performed very well up there.
Okay. Wow.
So
well, anyhow.
It's a driver.
Yeah, especially after a story like that, man, you know. Anyhow, listen, thanks for taking the time to step up, talk to us about this car, and just enjoy this car every time you show it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You bet. Stay with us. We got more coming after we walk away from this beautiful 75 Buick. I can't see. Do you have a roll cage or anything in there?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't have
move it or? Okay. Do you ever get hassled with driving with those Hoosier slicks on the back?
I normally don't. I normally have street tires on them.
Okay.
Yeah. I just was too lazy to switch them over.
Well, I've been there. I totally understand.
Yeah.
Well, I got you here too. Run me through the drivetrain real fast.
Yeah, it's got a LS2 in it.
Really?
A modern GM LS2, but I don't really share everything about the combination. I kind of keep that
that's
quiet.
okay. Keep the plate close to your hand close to your hand.
Yeah. Just
okay. Kind of give me an idea. ETs.
That's another thing I kind of like to keep.
Okay. You know what?
It does really good.
I'm not gonna.
For a
what I like
street car with no cage and stuff, it does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's an excellent street strip car.
Yeah.
The other thing too is you remind me of street racers I've known through the years. You keep personal things quiet. You keep, and especially if you're running on the street and you're running for money or something like that, you're not gonna disclose to me with a microphone in my hand, and then you don't know where this is gonna go and what kind of ETs you turn. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So no, I respect that. I totally understand that, but it's cool. It's the car looks like a genuine street racer. It looks like a work in progress, and I kind of like it like that.
That's what it does.
You know. How long have you had it, by the way?
Actually, the car's been in the family since 2004. My father bought it as like a bare shell, and he had it for a little bit and kind of didn't do a whole lot with it. It ran and drove and everything, and he ran it the strip a few times, and then I bought it without an engine or trans from him.
Okay.
And because he wanted something else, and so yeah, I've had it myself for about 4 or 5 years now.
Wow.
But it's been in the family for a long time.
Terrific. That's good. At least it stayed, you know, with family or whatever.
This car will always be with our family.
Okay.
One way or another.
Yeah, cool.
Me or my brother or somebody, I'm sure.
Excellent. And I'm remiss if I never got your first name.
John.
John. Okay. Thanks for stepping up, talking with us, and
yeah, no problem.
Good luck every time you run this car. And you know we're gonna sneak up on you at the strip one of these days. And you're not gonna.
You never know.
We never know. And then we'll know the ET for sure, guys. You know. All right. Take care, John.
All right. Thanks.
All right. They're looking all real happy too. It must be the Bud Light. I don't know. Is that what's what else? No, actually, earlier went by and the color just caught our eye.
Oh.
You know, and I've never seen a Z that color.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
so,
it's one of a kind, that's for sure.
Started talking to this gentleman that imports cigars from Cuba, and then you know, he kind of tells us a little bit about the story, and then we thought, well, let's wait for you to come back, you know.
Yeah.
So
it was actually a birthday present from my wonderful husband.
Hi, wonderful husband.
Yes.
You realize you got to top this next year. How the hell are you
I was hoping that the other husbands out there would have to step their game up, and I would be good for all eternity. No more birthdays.
I can see it. Say to your friends, well, you know, so and so's husband, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's like, oh man, I need to talk to my husband.
Yeah, for sure. But anyhow, okay, we're rolling, and let's get some names here real fast. And your first name?
My name is John.
John, you're the wonderful husband.
Yeah,
really.
Wonderful husband.
And if any of my exes are watching right now, this isn't a possibility. All right. Now, and beautiful wife.
Crystal.
Crystal, love the name too.
Thank you.
And if you haven't noticed, when Crystal smiles, everybody smiles because we have these runaway dimples. John, did you fall for the dimples like right off the bat?
I did, sir.
Yeah, I can't blame you. It's, my hat's off to you on that one. You know, really good. But anyhow, Crystal, tell me about this dream of a Camaro. First of all, this thing looks like it's showroom new, like right now in 2020. What year is it?
It's a 98 Camaro Z28. It's all original.
Really?
I actually cleaned the engine with a toothbrush the other day.
That's pretty damn meticulous.
It was more like a barn car. We picked it up and it was disgusting. And
really,
we actually picked it up on Sunday.
Okay.
And
that's what I heard. It's a recent
recent
arrival.
Purchase. Yep. I got an early birthday present, and so I shampooed the carpets. I cleaned the engine to get ready for this car show. I was excited.
And we're so glad you're here too. This is great.
I got the original window sticker.
We were looking at that while you were running for food, and actually, you know, this car is money in the bank.
Yes.
That sticker down the road, I'm telling you, the longer you hold on to this, the more you can get whatever you want for it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know your heart's in this thing, and you probably want it's a keeper for a while, or for
forever.
Generational.
Yeah.
You know, which is cool. But tell me about some of the things that you like about the car. I can tell you right off the bat, I'm going to throw this out there and tell me if I'm close. I love the T-tops. T-tops.
Yes, yes, T-tops. Well, the first thing was purple. Purple's my favorite color.
Okay.
You know, and it's one of a kind, just like me.
Okay.
But yes,
John, you going to comment on that? The one of a kind?
No comment.
Just enjoy the cigar, brother. You got it. Okay.
That's actually the cigars. I bought him a box of cigars as a thank you present.
Oh, that was so sweet. Okay. Is John allowed to smoke those in the family room at home? I'm just curious.
No, definitely not.
All right. I just, you know.
Outside on the porch.
I was really stretching the window on that one.
Even with the Camaro.
Yeah, exactly.
Not allowed.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I heard the bathroom's good. You got that ventilator going on. You know.
Not a chance.
Okay, forget that one. bring us back to this beautiful Camaro then.
It's only got 23,000 miles, about 600, 23,600.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, and
great.
the gentleman hasn't driven it in probably the past 11 years. It just sat.
Now, with it being stationary like that, and of course, the cleanup you just said you had to do on it, which was probably a monster job. Mechanically, was it okay?
It was fine. It was fine. He actually drove it home, and it drove fine. It shifts fine. Today I just changed the brake fluid and power steering fluid.
That's an excellent idea.
Yes, so we'll do it again.
Yeah,
oil
change
change
and filter and stuff. Yeah.
And we bought all new fluids. We're going to drain and fill the coolant.
I didn't
everything.
think the brake fluid was a good idea too.
Everything.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You know.
It's got original tires on it. We're waiting for tires to come in.
Okay. It's funny.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I didn't look at the tires up close, but it's possible sometimes the sidewalls dry rot a little bit, even though you got plenty of tread on the tire. So.
The funny thing about it is that the sidewalls are not dry rotted. It's the tread. Yeah.
Really? Like crack?
A little bit through the treads. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's crazy.
Okay. What do you got coming? You said you got some new tires coming?
Yes, I have.
Something special?
No, just BF Goodrich G-Force.
Performance.
Yeah, performance ones.
Okay.
So they had a pre-order.
Again, I'm looking at some really cool options, like on your ground effects down there. You have like running lights down there.
We have fog lights.
Yeah.
We have ground effects, leather interior.
Yeah,
it's everything that they paid
interior.
extra. They got everything besides the SS package.
Okay.
So they got.
Let's take a walk to the back, just so you can get a good look in the back before real fast too. Love the factory wheels on it.
Yeah, chrome.
The chrome is
wheels,
nice.
Everything.
I got the sun
Leather
right
interior.
on my face. And that was a good idea, laminating that original.
This is a copy, but I do have the original. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And I actually have the booklet that they picked the car out of.
No kidding, when they ordered it back in the day?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. I know a guys whose son and wife make a part of their living out of buying and selling original showroom literature.
Really?
From back in the day online and
Holy
stuff.
Cow.
Just like what's in your hand.
Yeah.
They sell the stuff on, I don't know, eBay or whatever.
Okay.
But, hold on to that.
We
part
definitely
of the value.
are. Yeah.
I don't need to tell you that. You're more experienced than me on that. But
Well, not really. I mean, the gentleman had given it to me, and I said, "Yeah, I would love it."
Oh, yeah.
And this is what they looked through this booklet, and this is how they picked their car. She wanted the wife actually wanted everything.
Okay.
And so she had gotten everything that was how this one looked.
I just got a kick out of that when he said the wife wanted everything. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the showroom like, honey, do you want that? I want everything.
Everything, yeah. I guess they own a business and they did good that year, and he took her and says, buy whatever car you want.
Okay.
So this is the car she picked out of the book.
All right. Again,
and we looked up the color. They only made 481 of them that year.
As far as I can remember, and we do car shows along with a lot of other activities with AC Variety, from plays to rock videos from people, but the car shows, I never remember seeing a Z or an SS this color.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got it right there, right off from the get-go. You got a
rare car.
piece.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, in your cleanup process, the last 7 days or so, how bad? Because the paint looks great to me right now. How bad was it to get it to look what it looks like tonight?
It was bad. I didn't even buff and wax it, but which I'm going to.
Well, first of all, my hat's off to you if you didn't buff and wax it.
I
yet,
did.
because it's a
Just
nice
elbow grease.
Okay. Elbow
and
grease.
used good cleaner. Actually, it looked like he went through a rainstorm and then parked it in the garage and put a cover over it. So it had water spots. It had like tar little spots.
Dried water, especially if it's hard water, that's in the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to really elbow grease to get it out.
Do. Yeah, it was very dull looking when we picked it up.
And one last question as we're making around the bend. Again, this has to do with probably the car sitting idle for the amount of years it did. How was the exhaust system? Was there a catalytic converter still kind of work? And
everything worked.
There was nothing rotted due to water being held up in the pipes?
Nope, nothing at all.
Okay,
it sounds great.
Excellent.
We actually just put it on the lift yesterday and barely any rust.
Really good.
Yeah.
Good, because I was going to, that'll tell everything once you get it up in the air.
Oh, yeah. We were kind of nervous, to see like leaks, stuff like that, because you know, it hasn't been driven, and once you drive it, we went about 100 miles since we bought it, just around town to see, make sure go through all the gears and everything.
Got it.
And so we were kind of nervous when we put it up in the lift, but it looked great.
Okay.
It looks really good.
Everything looks good, you know, from the front, from the back. Again, I love the ground effects on the Z, even if it's, you know, the little thing below the bumper and then it carries on the sides of the car. Gives it a very distinctive stance on the street, curb appeal, as well as when you're driving it. It looks just badass.
Oh, yeah. Really. Everybody screams, rare color, you know, nice color.
Really. And you'd probably a year from now get, I got it.
I got it. Enough is enough.
I know, I got it. Rare color, I got it.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
We're going to keep everything original.
Okay. Yeah, because
there's no need to change it up.
Absolutely. And then when you make shows like we're doing right now, it's going to be a crowd stopper. Again, color's going to be a factor and stuff. One thing real fast, and I'm just going to point this out, the disc brake caliper looks like it's got some issues there with the rotor. It might be digging in the rotor a little bit too deep.
Really?
Yeah, see that where it's real silver shiny?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But unless it's making some noise, or the other thing is you'll start to see brake dust on your chrome
rim.
I
haven't noticed anything.
But although the shoes, I'm looking at the shoes in the caliper, the blue, they look fairly new.
He did replace those, but we are replacing. We actually ordered a whole bunch of parts, like you know, maintenance.
Nothing. I didn't mean to alarm. You know, just to caught my eye. It's nothing all of a sudden like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know,
but I didn't recognize that. But yeah, it doesn't make any noises.
Yeah. This thing ought to stop on a dime with the four-wheel disc brakes
does.
too.
It does.
You know, looking so good.
It really does.
Well, at this point, Crystal, we got the camera in front of us here, and Dave from Doan's AC Variety is zooming in on it. We got the sun down. We want to thank you at this point for coming up, and it was well worth the time you getting your hot dogs to have this discussion. It also gave Sean a little time to finish that cigar.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
well, thank you for stopping by and
absolutely,
checking it out.
and hopefully maybe we'll run into you again at some of these shows.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll happen.
Will.
Okay, we'll see.
Jim for the car.
Yeah,
right.
He's the one that sold it to us.
Right. A little shout out for who was that again?
Honest Jim.
Honest Jim, which is nice because that's my first name too, and it's the first time I've been called Honest too. So that's right. It's a double compliment there. But okay, shout out to Honest Jim. He's out there. You know who you are. You know, right? So okay. You guys, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And despite that cigar, I kind of love the smell of that. It is good.
It's a good cigar.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's a good cigar.
I picked out some good ones for not knowing cigars.
I have childhood memories of my mom having a fit with my dad because he liked to smoke a pipe. He quit smoking cigarettes when it got dangerous but he still smoked a pipe, and he used to like an occasional good cigar. And he used to try to sneak lighting one up in the house. Never worked.
No, that does not work.
I'm thinking like, Dad, this is not gonna, not gonna work. But rest his soul, at least he tried. So anyhow, take care, guys. You got it. And we have some beautiful girls behind the counter. We're going to find out who they are, like right now. And your first name?
Sam. Aubrey. Elena.
Elena. Beautiful names. You know, you have to have a cool name to work here, evidently. And this gentleman that just popped in here?
Adam.
Adam. Thank you, sir. Okay. Oh, and here I came for a refill, and I'm doing all the yakking here. Okay. Diet Coke. Thank you so much. So is it usually this busy on a Friday?
Yeah, we're very busy on Fridays.
Okay, that's cool. You have a lot of happy people outside, so keep up the good work. You're doing the right thing. You know. You might need a little more space back there. Yeah. For you, arm to arm, but you know, you get the job done.
Here's the diet.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
You have now been on AC Variety. Okay, let's take one more look around and maybe say goodnight for the night. A little bit louder. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do the social distancing thing real fast because we're doing what is this technique called again? Let's take these. I'm gonna take these sunglasses.
Oh, selfie interview.
Selfie interview. Okay.
Created by Jimmy Alruzo and Jimmy.
And as part of the AC Variety team, I think we got it right. There we go. We're trying to look it through a viewfinder.
We've been covering so many car shows throughout the years and cruise nights.
Absolutely.
For the first time ever in all these years of AC Variety. Jimmy, how does it feel to have a car in the show?
Feels terrific. I'm proud owner of a 04 T-Bird, one of the retro models that was built between 02 and 05, and really happy of it. Oh, we don't want. All right, it's behind us, but yeah, a lot of fun to do this, and really it's a lot of fun to actually get out here and during this pandemic COVID type environment to actually do a car show, doing socially distanced, and everybody, even all the car people around us are great. Dave's on the car right now. I'm just going to let him shoot the car. But I do have to say, I really love that interior. It's like red and black. It's killer, and it's so retro 50s. I love it. And the other thing, the white top with the circle window in the back. That's kind of cool. But Dave, thanks for spending the time there. I've waited years, 2 kids through college to buy this car, and be honest with you, I'm the 4th owner. It's a high mileage car, but it's been well taken care of. It's got like over 136,000 on it, but it's my baby now, and it's not a daily driver, but it's from here on out it's babied because it's had its life already. Like I said, I'm the 4th owner. But Dave, thanks for calling out. It's and showing everybody that T-Bird. It means a lot to me.
I just want to say, if I know life's a long journey and everything there.
It is.
This just proves if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Where have I heard that before?
Forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on
motorcycle today.
Give me a thumbs up, Danny.
Yeah, Danny. No, Danny.
Camera, give him a thumbs up.
He thinks it's a picture.
Probably looking like it. My agent had told me I had to do that.
Well, excuse me, just had to have a cool drink. The street lights just went on 159th, and the lights around Nicky V's over here, also known as Doug's Dogs, also just came on. So cars are pulling out, and it's a beautiful summer night, and it looks like it's kind of ending this Friday night, but it's the ending, but it might be the beginning. This is probably one of the most successful car shows in the Oak Forest area, for that matter, the Southland, that we have seen in years. And it's during a time when, you know, pandemic's going on, but everybody's out here social distancing, have a mask around my neck. Most everybody else does too. When you get close to somebody, you put your mask on. Otherwise, everybody's outside and enjoying good food and good times. And the car culture, what can I say? It's alive and well right here in 2020. So on behalf of AC Variety, who's bringing you this, and myself, Jim Russo, and of course the great owner of AC Variety, David Clem Paninsky. We thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you wherever we're at. Come up and say hi. We'd love to see you.